What up, players? It's Warboss Tay back up in this mug. Welcome to week 2 of my 2017 July Painting Challenge Loremaster series. I am so excited. First of all, I gotta find out who made this piece of art. I love it. I want to get this guy or girl to do the cover of my book because the guy's expression, the lines, the colors, I love everything about it. So I want to talk about my Loremaster, my book that I'm writing, the military fantasy, and I want to talk about some changes that I've made and just throw these ideas out. So, having the big battle at the very beginning of the book, my lady boss talked about it last night as we're going over everything I'm doing, and she said, wouldn't that kind of be like the big battle at Return of the King, putting that at the very beginning of Fellowship and then flashing back to Bilbo's birthday party? And I was like, oh yeah, you kind of don't want it. I want it to be big and grandiose and just epic, and not just a flashback of Isildur at the last battle. So I'm going to have that idea. I'm going to compartmentalize it. I'm going to make it and put it in a little corner and keep that for another short story maybe. Or maybe I'll offer it, I'll write up that story and offer it as a companion piece to my main book. But I'm going to just start my series off, my first book, following my protagonist right here, Caleb, as he willingly decides to give up his life and his normal life, his everyday civilian life, and join the military. And I think a great way to play off of old fantasy tropes is that rumors start floating around the kingdom that the Dread Lord is amassing his dark armies in the east. Everybody is freaked out about it, and so he goes to the recruiting station and he says, like, I want to join up. I want to serve my kingdom. I want to protect my family and protect my town. And then he realizes as he's going through training and as he's talking to the other recruits that all of the rumors going around of the Dreadlord is mostly just fear-mongering by the local prince who is trying to just aggressively expand his territory into the nearby human and dwarven kingdoms. So I think that's hilarious. He kind of gets disenfranchised, and he sees at the beginning that his patriotism and his want to do good is kind of subverted and taken advantage of and manipulated by other people, and he realizes he's just like a pawn. So that means that week 2, which I've just completed and I've just succeeded in finishing the goals for that, is going to be with his basic training, and this is before he learns any maneuvers or any tactics. Even though he works for a corrupt prince who is just like really greedy about expanding his territory, his commanders in his training, his boot camp, are actually competent and they're good, and they're loyal men that care about their troops under their command because they've seen war and they know what it is like, and they want to condition these young men and women to be good fighters. So he passes through this first part of the strength and conditioning of the training, and maybe he wants to actually be a crossbowman or a bowman, an archer, but they put him in the front with the spears or the halberds and the swords and the shields, and I think that's another great way to kind of make him see that what he wanted, he's going to have to change and adjust in order to survive. So I love the direction that I'm going with him, because this next week he's going to have finished all of his drills, or not his drills, but his exercise and his daily trench digging and potato peeling, and just breaking him down so that he follows orders and he stops thinking independently and starts really listening to and trusting his superiors and just hoping that they know what they're doing so that he can live through the battle. I love it. I think it's great, and I can't wait for week 3. Looking ahead, week 3 is going to be all about a training maneuver that his company is going to go on in the mountains, and it turns out it's actually an ambush by scouting advanced elements of the Dreadlord's party. So how I do this week in week 3 painting my Centurions is going to affect and ultimately determine how my hero Caleb performs in this training maneuver. I can't wait, and I hope you're as excited about it as I am, and as I hope that you continue to follow my progress. I'm going to have to think of a new set of stakes for week 4, because now that I've moved up everything by 1 week, it'll be interesting to really think about what I can do as a climax of my first book. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any things you would like to see or not see. I know when I'm reading a good book or watching a TV show, sometimes I just like groan when I see the tropes, the well-trodden, stereotypes in a fantasy story coming out. So let me know if there's anything you would like or not like to see in the book. And yeah, I'm really excited. We'll see you in the next video. Latest, players!